Good morning, day traders, and welcome to Market Minute, a hedge fund trader's technical analysis of the stock market for Monday, March 21st, 2022. Let's get after it. So I need to be a little bit cautious here this morning as we saw very muted action here overnight in Europe and Asia. No real gap up here this AM after a very strong day there on Friday. Today, Powell speaks here at 12 p.m. We certainly have the Fed kind of getting back at things here a little bit, and that could create a little bit of molasses here in this market this morning. That being said, right, I have a significantly bullish bias here this AM. I'm looking for bullish breakouts here over this 445 area towards this 446.30, 447.40, and then eventually that 450 zone. Need to make sure that that initial risk reward requirement is spot on as we chase this sort of breakout. Otherwise, the SPY play will not be that interesting. Very similar narrative here on QQQ, but a slightly stronger volume profile when compared to the SPY, right? SPY increasing daily volume, but not really hitting that outlier target, whereas the QQQ, right, is at least giving us towards that outlier number here as well. If we're able to clear this 352 area on volume, certainly looks like it has room towards that 350, 350, 355, 356, and then even that sort of 360 zone. Apple, right? Very similar narrative here as QQQ with a really good increasing volume bar there on Friday. Would like to see this thing break out over that 164.60 for a move towards that 165.50, 166.70, and then that 167 area plus. Need to be a little bit cautious here on this initial breakout, especially around that 165 area. We just have a lot of sort of wicks right here in between sort of mid-Feb to now. I need to sort of kind of want to see those get invalidated with some conviction before I think this is maybe the easier setup to trade. Tesla, right? Really good looking chart there, but it screams a little bit of caution, right? So kind of a similar concept here where it's kind of creeping up into its wicks, right? Like Apple, Tesla is very much pumping up into an area where we've seen a lot of rejections here before. Now, it doesn't mean we can't get volume, doesn't mean we can't get kind of momentum to break through here, but it just doesn't inspire much confidence that we have that really high conviction setup in the sort of early 900s price area. So for me, I'm looking for Tesla to break out over that 950. When it does, it's going to start moving really quickly, right? 978, 990, 1000. There's not really that much resistance, so I'd rather be patient and wait for this thing to be perfect than to chase sort of these half levels in between. Microsoft, right? Really good increasing daily volume, really strong full body bullish candle above and holding this 300 barrier, and then finally breaking through this trend line. So lots to like here on Microsoft. We'd just like to see that volume step in and really push this thing over that 301.60. If it can break, then it starts to move 303.30, right? Sorry, 303.40, right? 305, 306, 308. Definitely starts to move very quickly, so we can afford to be patient here as we wait for that perfect risk reward requirement. Definitely think there's a lot of potential here, but again, right, problem with Microsoft over the last, say, 3 months or so has been that the option volume has not been fantastic. So one to watch, but maybe not one to get obsessed over. And then last but not least here is this NVDA. Really like this volume profile, really like this strong candle. Love that we're sort of breaking out of the lower Bollinger Band, right? We're having a little bit of a BB breakout here. So definitely a lot of momentum as we're approaching this 270 mark. My big concern here on NVIDIA is as we break that 267.50, I'm anticipating there to be resistance kind of in that 270 zone. And that 270 zone probably going to be a little bit bigger than I expect. So don't want to get too attached or too in love with this move, right, until I can get a high conviction breakout. Once that happens, then it starts to have a lot of room towards that 272, 275, right, even 280 mark. And NVIDIA definitely has the legs where it can move a lot. So that's how I plan on dominating today's action. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow these trades with me live, you can start your free 7-day trial at dtrtrading.com. Otherwise, guys, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next Market Minute.